Like, there's one time he literally turns to his colleagues and he's like, and you're expected to marry your predators? And I was like, yes, that's it.
See me, I didn't even get angry. Are you mad? Are you insane? I'm the problem here. How?
That's where he lost his mind and lost his focus. Hey guys, and welcome to this month's OP Said bonus episode. I'm Marie.
And I'm Mel.
And I'm May.
Okay, so we have a special episode for you guys. It's a Reddit update, which some of you guys requested in the comments. We listened. So this particular Reddit update was from a story that we actually spoke about I think about 5 or 6 episodes ago.
Okay.
And I have a recap so it can refresh everyone's memory, and then the updates. So OP described how her husband pressured her into having a home birth against her wishes.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout her pregnancy, he dismissed her desire for a hospital birth, even speaking over her at doctor appointments. His mother and her doula also pushed for a home birth despite the woman's safety concerns. When she went into labour at 39 weeks, her husband refused to take her to the hospital, calling the doula instead. She endured 3 days of labour, including 22 hours of active labour. Terrified and in pain, when the baby was finally born, she felt only relief, not joy. Afterward, her doctor was shocked and concerned that she had delivered at home. The woman, OP, told her husband that he ruined her birth experience, but he dismisses her feelings, saying she's not being strong. Now he wants more children, but she refuses to have another home birth, while he insists we'll see. She's asking if she's wrong for feeling this way, since others around her act like his behaviour is normal. So everyone remember?
Yeah.
Remember how wild and mad we were about that?
Yeah, very.
Okay, so update 1. Yesterday I posted this thinking maybe 10 people would see it, comfort me, and that I would feel better. Obviously, quite a bit more have seen this and said a lot more than just comfort. Thank you all for your kind words. I even want to say thank you to the ones who were not so kind. I answered a lot of understandable questions people had about this. I know what people think, that I'm in a cult.
No, I did think that.
Yeah,
I did.
you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I know that people think I'm in a cult or something, and while that is certainly not true, religion does play a big role in all of this.
Okay.
People kept asking about our ages, and I did say in the comments, but I am 21 and my husband is 30.
Oh.
We have been married for 3 years. Anyway, all of this is to say that I really am okay. I'm going to be okay. Also, I do not have a fear of my husband finding this post because I do not think he knows what Reddit is. Yesterday, I was planning on leaving. I truly had no idea what to do or how to do it, but I did want to leave. I still do. I know that means my life will be hard, but I truly wanted the best for my daughter and still do. This afternoon, however, I found out I'm pregnant again.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. I don't know how I was supposed to take care of one baby financially, and I can't take care of 2. So once again, I'm stuck. I don't know what will happen or what I will do or what my husband will do. But either way, I'm so thankful for the people under the original post. Please do not worry too much about me.
I know what I would do.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
That's it and that's all.
Yeah. Literally. No, literally. I don't.
Yeah, but guys, remember the key word here, religion. She said religion plays a big part, so we're going to assume that, abortion is not available.
I grew up very religious.
So did I. And that option has always been
Available.
I
and
just
spoken
don't,
about.
I really just don't think you need to live with all of your mistakes.
Yeah, I
That
agree.
part-
What do you think happens next, guys?
Okay.
I've got one more.
Because she's 21, I know she's going to keep the baby. I know she's going to stay in that marriage.
Exactly.
I know that she's going to regret it for the rest of her life. And that's it.
Okay.
And then tell her daughter, don't do like me. That's what these women tend to do. I've seen them. I've been around these women.
I've also been the recipient of that conversation.
Amazing. Okay, so comments. Seek a woman's shelter near you. Take your child and get a divorce lawyer. That's your best bet. Do not stay with someone who tries to hold that much power over you and has shown they will use it against you. You are not safe in this current situation. If you divorce and you can prove what happened in your last post, you should be able to get child support from him. Do not feel that because you have another child on the way and one currently that you are stuck. This is a common tactic to get women feeling that they are trapped in abusive marriages/relationships. The age plus power disparity in your relationship is not normal
Thank
at
you.
all.
Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was... Oh, are you still reading?
I was going to say update too.
I was alarmed by the ages.
I was alarmed by the fact she got married at 18. That they'd been married 3 years... 21. And 3 years into...
That man is... He's too
He knew
abusive.
he knew what he was doing. A 27-year-old marrying an 18-year-old. He knew exactly what he was doing. He's a predator.
Yeah. The
He's
power...
manipulative. His mum
And doula.
Yeah.
and doula.
The power dynamics are just so off. I'm sorry, like... yeah. I'm not surprised she's in this predicament.
Yeah. So update 2, 13 months later.
Oh.
Hello, I'm not sure if anyone remembers me or my
do.
post
Oh, we do, honey.
from about a year ago. I logged off at the end because people were accusing me of making it up or being a fake account after someone commented something on the post. I can promise you it was never fake. I'm still here a year later. I honestly just remember this account and remember so many of the kind messages and that I received on both the posts and in the chats. So thank you. I am away from my ex-husband now. You all helped me open my eyes to...
Do you know what? Let's just celebrate ex-husbands.
I'm so pleased.
Oh, you
I'm
just
so
find
happy
the
for
odds,
her.
girl.
No, I'm so happy for her because it's not the way it normally goes.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's fine. I was jumping for joy too, don't worry.
Weird.
You all helped me open my eyes to so many worse things he was doing than what I originally posted about. I have 2 daughters now, and I just can't imagine raising either of them with a man like him. Without you guys or that post, I probably would have, so thank you. I'm 22 years old now, and I shiver to think that I might have spent the rest of my life with him. If you're a young mum like me, please trust me, you can do it. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This might seem like a silly website, and it was a moment of desperation for me, but it changed my life. And if you're a woman sitting here reading this, thinking there's no way you'll ever get away from this person, just remember that 1 year can change your life. Read my post from a year ago and choose a better life for yourself and your babies. You deserve it.
Do you know, I'm so proud of a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
So there's some relevant comments because she tells us nothing, only that she leaves her husband. So I thought the relevant comments would help.
Okay.
Commenting 1, I remember your post and you saying if you ever had another child, you wouldn't do a home birth again. It sounds like you had another daughter. Were you able to get away from the monster in time to have a better birthing experience this time round? OP said, yes, I was pregnant when I left, but I had my second daughter at a woman's hospital. It was an amazing experience. I don't want anyone to be scared because of my story. Babies are wonderful. Commented 2, please tell us, did you end up reporting him for deprivation of liberty and the doula for unsafe practices? OP said, yes.
Yes.
Commenter 3, I'm glad you got out of this abusive situation. What is the story with the second daughter? Did you get pregnant again immediately? That's awfully fast. OP's response, pregnant approximately 8 to 9 weeks postpartum. Yes.
Whoa.
Wasn't exactly my choice. And I love my daughter so much, so I'll never not be grateful for her, but it wasn't ideal. But being pregnant again made me rethink everything. So she saved me. And that's it.
Do you know what's so interesting? Wait, so first of all, I'm so glad she got out. I'm so glad she lives to tell the tale of it being her ex-husband and she had a better experience for her second child. But oddly enough, May came across this post. Actually, May forwarded it to us about how many women essentially are essayed directly after having pregnant after going
it's
into
very
labor.
common. Yeah.
How many men force their partners to have sex with them, even within the unsafe time period. I think it's like 8 weeks after having a baby, you're not supposed to have sex. But how many men can absolutely not abstain from having sex with their partners, and literally put so much pressure on them that they're basically like SA'd.
Yeah.
And how they are. And don't say basically, they actually are.
Like it's so tragic. And there was this, and the post that we came across, there were comments in there talking about how this woman had her second child directly after because her husband threatened to leave their marriage, threatened to leave her if they didn't have sex. And so like they're like Irish twins, like really close together. And she said that even though it's like a year later, her body still feels it. And so many were threatened with like, oh yeah, they're gonna go find another partner, and just kept on pressuring these women to just have sex. Like, oh, let me just quickly do it, oh, it won't be so painful. And I remember the creator that was talking about it was just like, how is this okay? Like, do you not know this woman, like these women have open wounds? Like that's what it is, right? It's an open gash, it's an open wound. And these men
She's
No, but like this woman has gone through so much to deliver your child. Literally, like people die in child labour, and men cannot restrain themselves like from a few weeks. And apparently there was this woman in the comments that said, do you know that it used to be actually 6 months that women are not supposed to have sex after birth, but because of the pressure of men, because of the threat to their marriage, to leaving these women alone, single mothers, that by law they changed it to 8 weeks. Like every day, like I think about this one scene. What was it? I can't remember the show. But anyway, it's a crime show. They're looking for the killer of this young lady, and then it turns out that it was their dad. What was it? It was a spin-off from
the details are
Ballad.
so much.
It's called Ballad. It's a wicked show. Anyway, in this in the show,
She doesn't recognise it.
No,
Ballad was amazing.
No,
in the show,
like,
one of the best TV series of this year.
it was so good.
Easily.
Anyway, in this show, they cracked the case, and it turns out that it's a dad. But this guy that was he used to think that a lot of women just moan and it was women's issues, and just wasn't very sympathetic to women being scared of men. Anyway, once he did a lot more research into the case, and then his colleague also had a really bad experience with a guy. Like there's one time he literally turns to his colleagues and he's like, and you're expected to marry your predators? And I was like, yes, that's it. Like literally that is it. Like despite all the evidence out there, and like I know I've gone off on a tangent, but it's
part
terrible.
of the Melinda rants.
No,
I'm gonna have a look.
But it's really sad
It's very relevant. Yeah,
because that's what Opie went through. Because she said she didn't go into detail.
It wasn't her choice.
But it wasn't her choice that her kids are so close in age.
Yeah.
So you can only assume that it was by force.
I know, and do you know,
do you know how tragic that is?
Do you know that TikTok post really made me question now when somebody says, "Oh, we're Irish twins." I just think,
what did your mum go through?
Yeah.
Like,
now
was she pressured by your dad to have that child?
What did your dad do?
Yeah. Like guys, sorry, I find it incredibly sad.
I don't know why you're saying sorry. It's correct.
And do you
it's
know
awareness.
What? Also, do you know what? It's conversations that need to be had. Like these are things that people don't talk about. That's why it was so eye-opening, the amount of content that I consume, but I hadn't come across that.
Yeah.
Like I say it all the time. There is no new news. There really isn't. There isn't new news. Like it's literally just a different version.
These things have been happening.
Yeah, it's a different version of things. So I'm quite surprised that I hadn't heard of this, and just how the comments were really sad. They were just horrific. The amount of women,
your body still feel the trauma. Like even though you've had this second child, like
and
guys,
her baby. By the way, the lady that said that, I think her baby's like her daughter's in her 20s.
Yeah.
Like. But to this day, she can still remember that experience.
Oh, I remember.
And yeah.
I still remember Tori's birth. I still feel it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
man.
it's mad. But anyway, we digress. So I, just like Melinda, I'm super, super happy that it's over, that relationship is behind her. And you know what? I really like that she proved me wrong. Like, I genuinely thought that she was
same.
going to stay. Just because... And you know what? I only assumed that because she was young.
Yeah.
Because when you're young, you're easily influenced, easily manipulated, and easily persuaded to do what everybody else does, which is stay married, stay in a relationship. So I'm really, really proud that she put herself and her happiness first.
Same.
And also considered what life would be like for the kids as well. Like, she prioritized all the right things, and I love that about her.
I also like that she reported the doula and her ex-husband as well.
Good.
So that they don't hopefully go on and do that again to somebody else. What she experienced was incredibly traumatic. I honestly thought she was in a cult. I remember posting at the time and people in the comments saying, oh, like, why can't she just get up and go? And like, obviously you have to imagine being deep in labor, you haven't got that much strength. I've never been in it, but you know, from what I know, it's like you are under duress, you're in pain, like you don't have the capabilities.
You're not in your right mind.
Yeah, you're not in your right mind. But a lot of people jump to the same conclusions about being in a cult, and so and it was the fact that at the end of her post, she asked, or she said, oh, she's not sure about, you know, their second child, like if they do go on to have more. And so that's when even I assume, like, whoa, sis, like, what's going on here? You can't just leave. Like, you don't see how dangerous this environment is.
Yeah.
But luckily she did. And so good luck to her, honestly.
Completely off topic, we know at least 50% of you that watch this channel do not subscribe. If you could please subscribe, it will help us reach people just like yourselves, and give us a hype on our videos so that it reaches a wider audience. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. OP Said Podcast.
Okay, so mine comes from Today I Effed Up. Today I effed up by not realising I was in a committed relationship while I was being dumped.
A title.
What?
Ooh, okay.
Fair enough.
I was just dumped a couple of hours ago, but it didn't go how I thought it was supposed to go. In my view, I have been seeing this guy for a couple of months casually. Sometimes we see each other 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks.
3 or 4 times a week? Sis, come on, that's your man. What is this?
We text, but nothing in depth. We hang out, hook up, sometimes spend the night, and rinse and repeat. I'm paraphrasing what happened today. He wanted to talk, so I met him for breakfast today at his place. He was very apologetic and sad and said, "This has been great getting to know you, but I don't think this is working out anymore." I basically said, "Okay, do you still want to have breakfast?" In my head, I was like, he's ending the casual relationship. It's fine, because we had this talk in the beginning about either of us ending it whenever. He just kept looking at me while we were eating, and finally he said, "You know you don't have to hold it in. It's okay to be sad." I was confused, so I said, "Why would I be sad? I enjoyed my time with you. It's ended." Then he said, "Well, we were in a relationship, so it's not like ending a hookup." This is where I fucked up. I said, "Yeah, but it was a casual relationship." He said, "What do you mean casual? We have been exclusive for over 3 months now." No, we haven't. We had never had a talk about being exclusive. We literally only met up to do fun activities and then hook up. When did we decide we were exclusive? My face showed that this was brand new information to me. He said, "We kept spending time together. It was implied that we were exclusive."
Oh.
No, it wasn't. And I told him that. He then asked if I'd been seeing other people, to where I was just silent, which basically answered it for him. He started yelling and getting angrier because I wouldn't answer his questions, but I literally felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. It was too much information to process at once. I left because he was now saying I cheated on him. He's now blowing up my phone and saying that we have to talk because he's been loyal while I haven't. I just don't even know what to say. Like, what? We never had a talk about exclusivity.
Sounds like you don't know what's going on, girl. And he made up this whole thing in his head. But that's why communication is...
I think
key.
it's a clear case of she's just not that into you. Like, literally, he was more invested than she was. And yeah, Marie's right. Communication is absolutely key. They should have had a conversation about this.
It feels like they did. They said we were casually dating, and even when she's describing the relationship, she is saying that sometimes she'll see him 3-4 times a week, and then sometimes they won't see or speak to each other for 2 weeks. So it's like that's not a relationship. You hear from each other at least every day. So as far as she's concerned, they were adhering to the casual dating they agreed to in the beginning. So I don't know if everything is okay on his side.
Yeah, for me, if you hadn't had that conversation, but at the beginning you'd agreed that it's casual, then there's nothing to talk about. I wouldn't care if he was hurt. I wouldn't care if he was angry. I would even ask, why are you calling my phone? Why are you texting me? Go talk to somebody else.
Apparently we've broken up, so what's this?
I would say,
he's got his feelings hurt,
but
guys.
also I would say, I don't care.
And so what?
Thank you. I would also say, why are you belling up my phone? Like, why are you constantly calling me? Go talk to somebody else, because it couldn't be me that you're accusing of cheating on you when we agreed at the very beginning that it was casual. Like, my thing is, I don't entertain nonsense. I'd say stop that. Stop it.
Poor guy. Honestly, poor guy.
Mad. Top comment. Communication is apparently a superpower nowadays.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be thinking. I'd be thinking, are you mad? Are you insane? See me, I'd even get angry. Are you mad? Are you insane? I'm the problem here. How?
And then he hates all girls going forward.
Well, because you never said, will you be my girlfriend?
Thank you. And I wouldn't care. I'd be like, don't do this. Don't put that on me.
It's true.
That's crazy work, man.
Yeah, it's his misunderstanding.
Yeah.
It really is.
Just said, is it going to be a good breakfast or not?
Oh, my.
And that's where he lost his mind and lost his focus.
Crazy.
Okay, so I have an update. It's a few months later. I made a post a few months ago about finding out I was in a committed relationship while being dumped. The post was deleted and I honestly forgot about making it. Just to answer some questions. How were you able to see each other so often? We're college students. Our apartments are literally a street apart. We could go over to each other's all the time whenever we wanted. What was the relationship like? We would literally text each other memes or funny things or ask when the other person was free to hook up. There was no in-depth combos, dates or anything like that. Sometimes we would hook up multiple times a week, sometimes once in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's not a real relationship.
What were the fun activities? Movies, bowling, indoor golf, and just walking on a trail, etc. We were in college and not rich. Was what was expected discussed? Yes, in detail. Before we started a sexual relationship, we discussed what we expected, the rules, what we wanted, and what we would do if someone changed their mind. We both wrote the rules down in our phone, and the biggest rule was to communicate if something changed for you. How many people were you hooking up with? One other person, believe it or not, or don't, but I had him and another person. If one was busy, another was usually available. Did he know you were hooking up with other people? I told him early on I was talking/hooking up with another person, but I didn't explicitly tell him who that person was. I used protection and I have been tested for both. After leaving his apartment after the initial post, we didn't talk for months. I did a semester abroad and he did an internship in another city. When we were both on the same campus again, I messaged him to discuss things. I asked him, did he really think we were in a committed relationship? He said no, though he was down for a friends with benefit relationship. Once he saw me talking to a guy at a bar, he got jealous and didn't want me to talk to anyone else. Why did he act like we were in a committed relationship? Because he wanted to see my reaction. If I was hurt that he was ending it, then he would have changed his mind and gave it another chance, but exclusively this time. Was he hooking up with other people too? Yes. So he was never exclusive with me and made up the relationship angle as a lie. I honestly panicked in that initial conversation and I apologized if I hurt him in any way. But until that point, I thought that we'd been transparent with each other. Turns out he didn't really like the idea of me hooking up with anyone else but him, and made up this committed relationship. We are now good and back to being platonic friends. Edit. We barely see each other now. I haven't hooked up with him since before the breakup convo, and I don't ever plan to do it again since I know there are feelings on his end that I don't reciprocate. I can see what he did was manipulative, but I don't really care to get an apology from him. I will just maintain my distance. I appreciate the concern though.
He's mad.
He's not mad.
He tries to be a master manipulator, guys.
Thank you. He's
like, he
mad.
literally, he was doing what he was doing, but it wasn't okay for her to be doing what she's doing. And then he's lying to say that they were in a committed relationship, even though he doesn't believe that they were in a committed relationship. He's a fucking liar and a manipulator.
Thank you. What he is he's a man. Women aren't prizes to men. Women are property.
Yeah.
He saw her with another guy, looked like something could potentially happen. Yeah. And he said, I don't want to share my fucking property.
Yeah.
That's what
what's
he
mine?
said. He literally said, I'm not sharing what's mine. Then he created this plan that backfired in his face because she really didn't care for him like that. So when he's asking her questions and she's just avoiding them, it's annoying him further. And that's what angered him because he's like, why can't you answer my questions? Why can't you answer my questions? When he said, how many people did you sleep with? That's all there is.
No, but he didn't ask how many people she was sleeping with. He said...
he asked, did you sleep with anybody else?
Are you sleeping with anybody else?
No, he said, did you?
No, like, are you? Like, now? Saying, are you seeing other people?
No,
it was
before.
In the present.
Okay, anyway, so he tried something that backfired. She did not like him the way that he liked her, and he was just being the average man who doesn't like to share his toys, but wants all of the toys available to him. And that's it. He typical one-sided open relationship.
Yep.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted to see other people, but he didn't want her to. And that's it. And he created this rubbish little plan in which he found out just how much she really didn't like him like that.
Mm-hmm. No, but he's actually deranged because
he's mad.
He is, because it didn't go his way, and then instead of him just to accept it and move on, because remember he was playing with other people as well, right? He then twists it to say that she's a cheater. Now basically rubbishing her name. You can't do that. Who does that? That's not normal.
But also shouting at her. That's why I'm like, he's mad.
Meanwhile, he knew what he was doing.
Right.
Huh?
No, then
that's
right.
That's actually
he shouted
crazy.
at her and he was burning off her phone. Remember she said that he's burning off her phone?
But I think that's really dangerous what he's doing, because it isn't enough that he was doing what he was doing without her full knowledge, but more it was cool that everybody does what they're doing. But it's the fact that just because he doesn't like her being free and enjoying other people, he then tries to manipulate the whole story.
He's a typical man.
No. But this is more than that.
This
is more than that, because now he's actually painting her character out to be a cheater.
Men
That's
do
not
that all
normal.
the time.
No, because they had a casual arrangement.
No, sorry. I just think he's such a typical man.
No, they're not in a relationship. There's no reason why he's changing the narrative.
Men do that all the time. Men don't like to share their women.
No,
but they want to share themselves.
No, but they don't go. But they then don't claim that women are cheaters because they've been enjoying other people as well. They don't do that. That's not normal.
I think if it suits the narrative that they want to go out into the world with, that's something that they will do.
No, that's really crazy. That's taking it. That's something extra. That's extra, right?
I think
that's extra. That's
a little
not
bit more than
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's.
I don't agree, but I can see your point.
I hear that. Very diplomatic.
Yeah, because she's right to a certain extent, but I just think he's mad.
So, next. Okay, going to keep this short because I really don't know what to say. Being together with my boyfriend for 3 years, and he moved in with me last year. I was already living here for a year or so and developed a friendship with my lovely neighbour. She's retired, a really sweet lady. She basically knows everyone in the neighbourhood and sits at home most of the day. Today, she came up to me and said she had something to tell me, but that I shouldn't get mad at her. I told her I would never get mad at her and to go ahead. She said that when I've been gone, probably a late shift or when I'm visiting someone, I don't know, She has seen a woman come into my house and leave before I come back. I pressed her for more details and she said that as far as she knows, she's seen her come by 3 times and that she thought I should know. When she leaves, she hugs/kisses my boyfriend and believes she stays for at least an hour or 2. Got some generic details from her about appearance, but nothing specific. Of course, all alarm bells are going off in my head. There are no signs my boyfriend is cheating, and we've talked about how we would rather end things instead. He did start working overtime more, but I have a friend at his company who talked about this too, and he's bringing in bigger paychecks, so that adds up. I don't want to jump to conclusions. How do I approach this? What do I do? And how do I confront my boyfriend? I don't know anything for sure. It could be anything at this point. I'm really freaking out right now.
There's nothing to confront. We need photographic evidence.
Literally.
If you're seeing this woman, you've seen her 3 times, she'll be back. And this old woman, she's always in all the time. I'm going to need you to take a picture.
Yeah.
That's it. And then you say, who's this? That's it.
Or I will do it. I will pretend I'm going out. I'm going to my neighbours. Here we are. I'm videoing. I'm taking pictures.
And when you say kiss, what kind of kiss is it? I need more details. I just don't think that this is enough to go on.
But I 100% believe the neighbour.
Yeah. Without a
Who's
shadow of a
cheating?
doubt, I believe. But my thing is, I just need more. If I'm going to confront someone, I just need a little bit more.
I don't know if it's... Do you know what? I don't know.
I don't know if
It's too
cheating.
vague.
1 to 2 hours. That's not enough.
3 times. She's come over 3 times, specifically when you are away.
Yeah.
And she hugs and kisses your
Oh
boyfriend.
no, I don't doubt that he's cheating. But my thing is, I just need more.
Yeah, when it comes to these things, I need more.
You basically need evidence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a private investigator.
Okay, we
But
have...
I also wouldn't go to someone with such vague information. Like, if
the older lady.
I know, but I would take pictures. Like, I don't know. I think that's probably where I doubt it, because it's an older lady. They're not always
I
the
don't
best source
doubt
of...
the
No, I think she knows it's cheating, and she's not going to use those words, but she's just going to describe what she's seen. But I think it's cheating.
I agree.
Who else? Otherwise, you would know, right? The woman vaguely described the lady that she keeps on seeing. You should kind of know who's in your boyfriend's life.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, okay, oh no, that's Anna, that's his sister, that's his mum, that's...
Yeah.
It's cheating.
Or just put like a little small
I'm
camera
not
on
gonna
your
lie, it
house.
sounds like cheating.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it does. But I also am just like, okay, let's see.
Yeah, and on the days that she was away, has he ever mentioned a female friend come visit?
It doesn't sound like it.
If he hasn't, then it's definitely cheating. But my thing is, you can just get a little cheapo camera and you can get the evidence yourself.
Literally. Okay, we have comments. 2 approaches. Hey, who's your friend that visits while I'm gone? 1. Or 2, I know about the other woman you're seeing. You have one chance to sit down right here, right now, and come clean 100%. Otherwise, you're moving out, and you're moving out now. 1 lie, 1 omission, and you're gone. If you in any way fear his reaction or plan on throwing him out anyway, I'd have a few friends on standby. Opie said, this is pretty useful, thanks. I think I'm going with number 1 and work towards 2 if it doesn't check out. I'm confronting him tomorrow. Comment, give neighbour your number, ask her to call you when she sees a visitor. What if she is seeing you going to work not realising it's you? Opie said, she would definitely recognise me, and the woman has a different hair colour, so I know for sure it's someone else. I don't have enough patience for this option though. It's eating me alive.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Okay, update. I almost didn't make this post because I feel so stupid, but there were so many people who wanted an update, so why not? Thanks to everyone who gave advice last time. The next morning, I decided to confront my boyfriend. I wanted the truth from him. I was very upset, to say the least. So I asked him who the woman was that was coming over when I was gone. He looked kind of confused and then started chuckling. I asked him why he was laughing and that I wasn't joking around. He's been preparing to propose to me, and one of my best friends came over to look at rings and talk about how and where he should do it.
I would be So embarrassed.
Literally.
Embarrassed.
I felt really guilty for assuming he was cheating, but even he admitted that it didn't look very good. He showed me some of the plans they had made and the texts between them, and that he is going to change things up now that I know. I kind of ruined the surprise, but oh well. I called my friend afterwards and she couldn't believe what happened, and we shared a few laughs. He's been working overtime to get me a ring, and I don't know how I missed all the signs. She only came over twice, so I guess my neighbour's not that sharp anymore. Looking back, it all makes so much sense. My friend has been low-key asking about getting engaged, what kind of ring I would like, etc. I feel really stupid and bad for assuming the worst, but my boyfriend doesn't hold it against me and said that he would probably have handled it the same way. I'm so happy that we're cool now. The thought of cheating was so tough for me. I already called in sick Monday. For anyone wondering, I already told him I'm going to say yes.
Oh, cute.
Is that so nice?
We love a happy,
That's super
a happy
cute.
go lucky.
Okay, and the comment. I had an elderly neighbour tell my ex-wife that I had a girl coming over while she was at work. It was my daughter.
Hey.
Don't trust the elderly.
Honestly.
Basically, is what you're saying.
Oh, I'm glad it wasn't cheating. But yeah, I agree with you. I think you do need like photographic evidence, just a little bit more.
Yeah, I need it, man.
Yeah.
I do. I
If
just
anything, if any of you go dating someone, I would be dipping behind cars and taking photos, and I'm coming with a folder because you know
Yeah.
what? One thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna f up someone's life
It's true.
on
it's
a whim.
true.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
If I see him talking to somebody, I'm walking up to him and say, "Hey, how he behaves
We'll
will
tell
let
you.
me know
Yeah, yeah.
what's going on." So,
True.
and then I will press record before I go over there.
It's
because
true. It's
I
true.
don't want no probably like I've got something to tell you. This is what I saw, and this is the conversation that happened.
Yeah.
That's all you need, and then I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what? It reminds me, I saw this TikTok the other day, and it was this lady. She's a makeup artist.
Yeah.
And she said, this is how it, such a great hook. She said, this is how I went on a date and it happened to be my client's husband.
Yes.
I said it.
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sad.
yeah.
So anyway, she said she went on a date with, no, she said she regularly does this lady's makeup. And they talk. She's seen the evolution of her dating this guy to then getting married. She did the makeup at the wedding, and she's met him a few times, and it's been fine. She said the last time that she did her client's makeup, he also came, but I don't know, it's just a little bit frosty between like how he interacted with her,
Yeah.
the lady that's talking through the story.
Yeah.
She felt a bit off, but didn't think much of it. So then she starts dating this new guy. They go out to a fancy restaurant, and directly across from her is her client's husband on a date with somebody who is not the client. He sees her, she sees him, they stare at each other. She said she didn't say anything. In the end, it was none of her business. She said she was not about to blow up anybody's relationship and also get in the middle of anything. But she said he gave her the dirtiest look. And she said she never saw that client ever again.
She knows what
She
happened.
knows that he said something,
something
to
to
his
her.
wife.
Yeah.
So that she never ever visits this makeup artist, because just in case she tells the wife
Yeah.
that, you know,
Was
I
out the
bumped
other day.
into-
Yeah.
yeah, he was with.
Yeah.
But plus she said professionally, you know, she's not going to say anything either.
Yeah.
It's
She
not
said-
professional for
she
her
said
to
they-
talk about her clients, right?
She didn't say that. I think you just made that up.
She
But
did. She
what
said
did
professionally. She's like, codes of ethics and stuff.
Code of conduct.
Yeah, code of conduct.
say- she didn't say that.
She actually
made it
did.
up.
I'll give it to you.
She made it
and May described it really rubbishly as well.
She made it up.
I never.
But
I'm going to show it to you.
But what she did say is just that that's not her people. She'll get involved if it's her people.
Oh, if it's
But
my
otherwise,
people,
she just doesn't want the
call me El
stress.
Capitan. I'm there. What? What are we doing?
It's true.
Are we beating him up?
Honestly.
What kind of investigation is happening?
It's true.
First of all,
I'm
gonna
videoing
come-
everything.
I'm going to follow him for 5 days.
Oh my.
I have a plan.
Really?
I will follow him 5 days, and once I have the evidence, I will show you. This is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. Day 5.
Listen, honestly.
This is your folder. What are we doing? You staying? Because if you're staying, I won't judge you. If you're leaving as well, we have all the court proceeding evidence that we need.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to assume that all my friends are going to have a legal document that says if you cheat.
Listen.
This is how we get out. This is how we win, sis. This is how we all get rich. What are you talking about? Nah, I'm not into that.
It's crazy.
I'm minding my business, especially when it comes to these type of stories. I'll be like, oh, I see.
I know.
That happened once in the salon. Nah, it wasn't me. It was one of the other stylists. The guy came in to pay for the woman's hair, and his side chick was there. I went to the Bic. That was automatically my lunchtime. I said, me? I don't want nothing to do with this. He didn't realise his wife came to get her hair done that day. So he was coming to pay for his side chick. I said, I'm gone.
I'll be out there just looking like...
No, I can't. That's where my embarrassment comes in.
No.
I can't be...
I'll be out there eating my lunch.
mopping the air.
Yeah, literally.
Absolutely not.
I'm telling you.
No. I don't even
I'll
know
just
what
be
happened.
holding the hair like this.
I don't know what happened. All I saw when I was going, the wife was going to the toilet, and I was like, I pray she stays in there for as long as possible so she misses this. So this could be a close call. But yeah, that was mad.
And did the side chick look better than the wife?
No, they were both. He had a type. She was really pretty.
Okay.
They were both really pretty and both getting their head on as well. And they were talking. They were like next to each other,
that
chatting,
is
cracking
peak.
jokes. It was peak, man.
But you know what?
I think men are so messy, though, you know. Oh God, I think they're so messy.
Wait a second, sorry, but women are also toxic. She might very well know that that's
And she
where,
went to the salon,
that's
just to
where
see her.
the
Yeah.
wife gets her hair done and then have purposely struck up a relationship with the wife.
It's so mad.
I've seen
crazy.
it in the movies.
And that's it for this episode. Don't forget, we have a Thanksgiving episode tomorrow. Tune in for that at 5 p.m.
See you later. Bye.
Please tell us, did you end up reporting him for deprivation of liberty and the doula? Deprivation of liberty. No, let me say that again. Please tell us, did you end up reporting him for
Deprivation.
Start with dep.
It's not even that. It's not the pronunciation. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Hunger! You all helped me open my eyes to do so. Many worse things he was doing.
Oh.
Wait.
There were many worse things.
You all helped open my eyes to many were things. Many were.
Whoa.
Many were.
Tied.
Jesus!